Fuck. We have mushrooms. We have chow mein noodles. The grocery stores are closed tomorrow. It's a holiday here. So I sent some chow mein home with, to my mom's boyfriend's house. I enjoy cooking. I've been wanting to learn how to make chow mein. I have mastered chow mein. I just smoked concentrates. It seems I can no longer get high after one day. Whatever happened that first time is gone. And I ought to stop smoking weed. I mean, what do you think? Do you think I'm any better? Like, do I seem like... Do you like me more now that I'm high? Am I cooler? Better to talk to? I worry I'm too relaxed. Too much happy to share my clipping my nails. And meanwhile you're going, why would I want to watch this guy clip his nails? Well, I've been conditioned to believe that no one wants to see you when you're awake. They want to see you when you're sleeping. Because that's when you aren't a hypocrite. They want to see the real you. They just want to see what truth is. And they think if they could spy on you, then they'll see the real you. I don't think so. Well, because there's so many other things that go along with it that are influencing the person you're spying on. So it's like, by the time you're spying on them, you're abusing them so much. Not to be heavy. You're fucking with them so much that the result you're seeing is the thing that you're doing. You're like using them as a scapegoat, like acting through them, like in the movie Get Out. You're like forcing them into being fucked up and then saying, oh, so that's how people act when they don't know they're being watched. I think a lot of people would infer that they're being watched. That it doesn't seem like something the government wouldn't do to be spying on you through your devices at all times. Or like even through Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi can make a 3D animation of where you are in your house at any time. And it can measure almost down to the millimeter, so it can almost read your lips. But it could read your heartbeat. Your Wi-Fi in your house knows your heartbeat and your position. It has like simulated model of you at all times. Including heart rate. I'm talking to ChatGPT here. Well, to gas someone would require precise monitoring on their body. Only that you could do in a medical supervision. Okay. Yeah, that's Wi-Fi. And then well, I'm pretty cool, you know. I went really nuts for real. Yeah, there's some embarrassment, you know, things that gang stalkers have seen. But ultimately, what helped me get over that is a lot of my favorite porn stars do all the things I've, you know, I don't know what to say. They're like, you know, and I know brilliant people who are weird, and the average common people who are prudes are lame anyway. Why would I even care about their opinion? Well, because you have a hate relationship, and that's an investment too. And but do you really mean that? Do you really have a hate relationship? Do you think that I feel hateful right now? Like, do I seem like fuming mad? Like I'm covering up some deep-seated disgruntled anger? I'm hiding that I'm the Hulk. Okay, I don't think so. I don't think that's cool. Being reactive, being insane, having long-term panic attacks and having psychosis, that's not cool, and that's not mysterious and mystical. That's just like physics, chemistry 101, cortisol overdrive, destroying someone's brain from the outside. You can cut off your foot, for example, and then when you're dead, you can take your brain out and everyone else's brain, and a doctor with the naked eye could tell what brain you had because your foot was cut off, because it changes the shape of your brain depending on if you have a foot. And so when you torture people, you can make them act pretty embarrassingly when they think no one's watching. But to that I say, that's your work, that's not mine. And I handled myself with style. I think I've always been pretty cool. And then the icing on the cake is I see my favorite porn stars doing it too, and I'm like, you are such perverts. And the smarter, you know, a really smart woman I dated was also really just totally nutty, totally as nutty as a fruitcake, as Terence McKenna would say. No, I don't think Terence McKenna is enlightened, but I do think Miyoko is. I think Jack is too. The Reverend Jack Chaplin. Well, that mattered to me for a long time because I comfort people who gave me a sense of peace, like someone understands what's going on, were those guys. Tim Leary, Ram Dass, Terence McKenna, and Alan Watts. And Alan Watts I put at the top. Oh, my mouth is so dry. I don't know if I should sit down to do the dishes. I'm so tired. Oh my god. I barely slept last night. Did you know that? Yeah, I got sleep deprived, but I don't really care because I wanted to get up at that time anyways. But I only got like 6 hours sleep, so I'll turn the camera down here. I think you probably should sit down when you do the dishes, because I can lean forward then. I mean, this is really stressing me out. I don't even know. Ow! Oh my god! There's water on my shirt now. This is just horrible. And I don't look good in this t-shirt I'm wearing underneath this sweater, so I can't take this sweater off. Because my torso is filling out and my arms are staying like noodles. It's horrible. I look really bad. I mean, at least, oh, it's right here. At least I have my eyelid tape. And then I found the charger for the vaporizer. It was sitting right in front of me the whole time. I was looking in the bag and looking in the closet and... Okay, I lost it again. Okay, here it is. Oh, I shouldn't have sat down. Now I know why I don't sit down while doing the dishes. But this sloppiness was just because I haven't washed the dishes sitting down in a long time. So I forgot how to do it. You know, I used to be a master. Got it. And fucking the lick mats. Oh, God. The lick mats are like creepy. You know, they're gross and they stick to you. And they make suction octopus noises ripping them off. And they're a weird vomit gray color or something. Food that's been cooked for 10 hours. And there's a special way you can cook food for like 10 hours and it makes it turn gray. It's a certain style that people say, some people say it helps digest it easier. But those people probably turn gray too. The skin probably turns gray. Yeah, sitting down while doing the dishes is simply... I would rather just work on my posture. Well, I've been very human these days, very balanced. For example, I'm definitely failing a lot in every category, but I'm doing my best in very small Al Pacino. We win because we are willing to fight for inches. You know, that Varsity Blues, and there's that Peace song by Paul, whatever his name is. I don't know. Okay, I only cough up phlegm when I'm on the camera with you. No, it's not true actually, but it only becomes embarrassing when I'm on the camera. And so I need to drink more. I drank a green drink today. It was really nice. It was gross too. Oh my god. Okay. Oh man, I'm lightheaded. I commented on Flesh Simulator's channel again, and I made a big typo, like I do every time. I always say something stupid. He said his girlfriend is trying to get him to join the New World Order Illuminati. I was like, are you gang stalked? Is your girlfriend your handler? Are you aware of that? He's giving advice. He's like, here's what guys do wrong in dating, and I know because I have a girlfriend. I was like, we need to see your girlfriend for that to count. We need to hear her voice. And then I was all a keyboard warrior. And I thought, I'm the same thing. I'm just trying to compete with him. I'm not actually laughing at him. I'm trying to compete. I'm jealous that he has a girlfriend. And I'm like, I'm more in the know than you are. You think it's you telling me, the audience, anything? No, it's me who tells you something. And I'm like, oh my god, is this like, I don't know. Well, I was gonna say, am I gay and I have a crush on him? That's what it looks like. It looks like I'm a fanboy. And I wonder sometimes, am I? And that's the point of making these typos, is because I'm so nervous that I couldn't actually criticize him casually in real life. So I like his videos. I mean, well, not really. They're okay. They're good. They're funny. But after a while, I was like, I know where to categorize you now. It's your show. It's you talking. Which is cool. I mean, that's the only reason I'm there anyway. But it's always as if it's about something else. You always have a front. Okay, and the thing is, I asked my mom to get me more noodles. I said, don't go to the grocery store for me, because I have hash browns, I have green Thai curry, which I like now. Still would have preferred red Thai, but I didn't even complain. That's how much. I didn't even remember red Thai curry until right now. And I'm happy to have green Thai curry. And that's cheap as fuck, you know. That's like, that's a really good meal. I can't even tell you. I mean, I can't even tell you. If you cook the zucchini, the red pepper, the mushrooms, salt them, cook them right. Oh yeah, and then add in, and then cook them in butter and oil, salted. And then add in the Thai curry, which is coconut based, but it doesn't taste like coconut. And then add some more butter. Yeah. Now, would I like tofu in that? Yeah. Yeah, but do I feel like doing anything? Like driving to the downtown to the Asian grocery store to get fried bean curd, which is the real tofu, blanching it in water, and then, I mean, how you could go back to eating regular tofu after you found fried bean curd? You'd have to be a masochist or a sadist, depending on who's eating it. That's sick. Same with not culturing your vegan ice cream. You're sick. If you don't culture your vegan ice cream, you're sick. You need to be put in a mental institution or in prison. You're too old-fashioned. You've honestly been doing it wrong for so long that it's too shocking and humiliating to say, well, I guess I could have had literally real tasting vegan cheese and ice cream and milk the entire time. Yeah, as if you wouldn't actually want that, if not for some egotistical reason. It's the same thing as women like it when other women have to wear masks, because then feminine women who are more beautiful get dominated by masculine women. And the masculine women say, and now we're just as beautiful because we all wear masks. When you don't culture your cheese, you're trying to say that all vegan cheese sucks, so that your special recipe with 1/8 the teaspoon of apple cider vinegar and 1/16 the tablespoon of regular, that's the secret one that's the best. If it all tastes like garbage, then you can't really be a failure. You can just rely on marketing hype. And so if you're some kind of vegan influencer and you're like, yeah, let's just make vegan cheese taste like rubber and it sucks. Really good. And meanwhile, with one probiotic from Costco that costs 20 cents, you could just put it in a jar for 16 hours and have literal cheese the next day. That its pH goes down to 4.5. And it has that funky tang. It makes it go like that, the funky tang. Yeah. You really ought to be culturing your cheese. And the other thing, here's the other thing, you insult the audience. You say, oh no, I know. Don't worry, I've been to the fanciest vegan restaurants in the world. I've been to places that you couldn't even afford. But if I just did the regular cultured cheese that us sneeze snobs are used to, us cheese snobs are used to, for those puppet pinheads of Gotham, they wouldn't even ever make cheese like that. They would never have the fortitude of us true cheese connoisseurs. And they would just be ugly women in men's bodies. And then there's ugly women. What? Ugly men? I forget. It goes some other way too. You know, guys act like girls, girls act like guys. Some people might have the genetics for that, but I think a lot of people don't, and it's like really painful for them to act like that. It's like severe subjugation. Oh man, I'm so tired. But I'm awake too, you know. If you define unconsciousness as different than physical tiredness, then I could say I'm still here, and the quality is still the same. My quality is always 100%. And yeah, that sounds to people who aren't even my audience, that sounds like arrogant. But you have to claim it, because you've been condemned a lot. And the consensus of just about everyone is no one's perfect. And anyone who says they are you should avoid them because they're a cult leader, psychopath, sadist, freak, or something. Where is my phone? Oh my god. Okay. And okay, it's starting over. Yeah, okay, this song is so slow. Oh, but I'm really tired. Wow, I just can't believe how tired I am. And I make mistakes too. That's not to say I'm perfect on every level, but I'm perfect insofar as my attitude towards my mistakes is really good. That it's only a language fallacy that they're called mistakes. That's just the word that suits them best. But as far as I feel, they're necessary parts of learning, and so I don't really call them mistakes even. And so it's perhaps more precious for me to explain what I mean rather than say, and the assholes say that that's bad, and fuck them. Well, I'm not claiming that I don't make errors. Like I think the bill is 50 and I instead I pay 29 or something. I don't know. I don't want to talk about this. Watch these slime covered things. Well, I've been more human for the last day or two, since I've frankly started smoking. I've slowed down a lot. And so now I plug things in. Like the thing, we have a back heater and it was on the floor and it's going F, 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 F. And I knew I had to unplug it and plug it back in. And so I did that. I wasn't in a hurry, like, oh, I got to get the camera set up. I got to get the dishes done and smoke my weed and then get in front of the camera. I was like, I'm a train with like the momentum of weed. And I'm just like, I'm not going to just suddenly start bipping and bopping around, like bopping my head against a pantomime wall. Like, oh man, I can't do that. Oh man, I can't plug in the thing. Like, my mind isn't going to remember the thing. So when I see it, I have to plug it in now. And I'm not in a hurry. But sometimes I'm in a big hurry. It's like I'm going to perform. And it never, all the good attention I get, it's always like at a time where I don't even think I'm doing well. It's at some time where it's in the middle period where I've been doing my best for a long time. And then the rah-rah of just beginning a new reinvention of myself has worn off and it becomes normal and it sucks and there's no encouragement and no feedback and it's a plateau. And it's when that time gets normal and I make some kind of content and I don't think anything of it. And that's always the time where people are the most, well, maybe not, maybe I'm just picking and choosing and trying to encourage myself. Like, how many times has that really happened? Well, enough, I'd say. I mean, yeah, it seems to be, but I'm like that all the time. So that's probably where the confusion was coming from. I'm always in that phase now where I'm human. Yes, I'm failing, but I'm plugging in the thing. Yes, I made chow mein and I ate excessive amounts of chow mein, but I also ate 3 apples and I drank a green smoothie, and so that's good enough. And I am struggling with unwanted thoughts sometimes. But I'm considering that I don't need to bring that up. For example, just a moment ago, I had an unwanted thought. I'm considering that there's no point in bringing it up because it's not even worth it. But just for fun, I thought that when I said I ate 3 apples, someone would take that as an occultist sign, that I'm secretly an occultist. And I wanted to say, no, that's not what it is. Don't think that. And then I wanted to say something else, but I can't remember. Something like, I don't know. Something like, what was it? Cultist. I don't know. Something like, why talk about it? It's like, what's the point of bringing it? Almost like it's actually sick to talk about it. And you're thinking, well, I got to talk about it, or it's going to look like I'm hiding something. No, it will look like you just didn't want to talk about a certain topic. It will look like mental health, that you had an unwanted thought and you dismissed it. And instead of saying, okay, let's talk about that, you said, let's just not talk about that and let's move on. Because are we repressing it? No. Then let's move on. If we're repressing it, then sure, let's do some DMT and go sit in the forest and, whatever. And let's have a spirit quest and figure out what's being repressed. Like, let's change our chemistry so we're not scared, so we can identify our holding pattern. Like, some people just live in guilt, some people just live in fear. I live in comfort, I think. Oh, I think that's why I'm single, actually. Oh, man. Oh boy, I'm so tired. I really just need to lay down. We have a woman coming to visit the dogs to do a write-up on Friday. I was like, is that punitive? My mom was like, no, she's never met the dogs and she's doing a write-up for the paper or whatever, for the advertisement. I was like, I'm gonna be sad if they get adopted. And she was like, I'm not in the position to keep these dogs. And then she said, but I would miss them too. What the fuck? I'm not even going to wash the lake mat that well. Actually, I don't want it near the other stuff then if it's not washed that well. And it was actually this that I needed. So I can wash it well now. It came with this. Woo, okay. Yeah, so emotionally I'm pretty damn well. I have good relationship. I have good relationship with long-term loved ones. Been through a lot. Been through crazy character arcs. And then back to normal. Crazy. And suddenly the same thing, the light that you were used to, and then it disappears and you go, where's the light? Where's the light? And then the light comes back and you go, now I know what the light is. Oh my God. Yeah, I did have it when I was a kid. I did lose it when I was old enough to lose my innocence. And I did get it back when I was wise enough to regain my innocence. Whoa, did he just say that? Yeah, he totally did. Yeah, I guess I'm just so cool. Look at my distraction from questioning the fact that I'm saying how cool I am. I put this as the container for my chow mein. It's like real takeout. I undercooked the noodles. I cooked them only half. Because I need to put them in the fridge all day. So I don't want them soggy by the end of the day. They were too soggy, so I put them in the fridge right away uncovered. And yeah, they were amazing. So yeah, I did have a complaint about them. The complaint was the first recipe the ChatGPT gave me was better, and it was different. It didn't have water, I don't think. And it had more soy sauce than the other things, and I had to add soy sauce to this one. Oh man, so I'm gonna finish tidying up the kitchen, and I think that's about the conclusion of our video. More human, less tense. Less big wins, just more small wins. I feel like just backing up forever. You know, the most hardcore drug I've ever done was salvia. And in my hallucination, I was in a warehouse full of mattresses forever. Just walk forever. And it made me laugh so hard. Walking forever. And I was saying, the universe is infinite, and it's making me laugh so much because the implications are beyond what I could ever say. Because I'm part of it. And it's not just my brain going, and this sounds really cool. There's a feeling that goes with it. That I'm recognizing my trajectory. I'm recognizing myself through time. Oh! I'm falling through time. I'm falling through time. I'm so happy. I thought the camera died. Over 10 people watched my video last night. Yahoo! I'm popular again. Even if I lose popularity, I can get it back, because I've been cool while I was water fasting, which apparently activates your bliss molecule, which is a real thing, which is activated by exercise and water fasting and novelty. And weed. Well, I might eat another apple. How's that for not being Masonic? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? I was just being cheeky at first. But why not? That's great. Hello. My name is Z-Bubs. I'm a targeted individual. Calling out to all other targeted individuals. Attention. Check out my new body. You can't win them all. This is a big apple. Too big. Okay, here's my real posture. I think I tensed up. I know why I tensed up is because this apple is making me so energetic. I have to save rest of apple for later. It's too much. Oh fuck, my eyelid might be fucked up. Oh god, and here I thought I was staring hotly and intensely. I don't know. Well, do I have the look? Maybe? I don't know. Okay, well, I guess I don't have the look, and now I'm dead inside, so goodbye.